Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Daryl Talks Podcast. Today, we are back in the living room. It's a Keeping Up With The Lumsdon's episode with a twist. The second half of the episode, we're going to be answering some agony aunt stories and discussing them. Thank you to everyone who wrote in. I really, really appreciate it. Liz got messages, I got messages, and there's far too many to read out all of them. So maybe if it's a successful episode, perhaps we'll do a second one. But we'll see how it goes. Also, all you little buggers who wrote in really rude stuff, I'm sorry, but they will not be spoken about today. And those who did just message me them, well, I'm judging you. So, without further ado, welcome Liz.
Hello.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, you?
I'm very good. Very good. I've actually been quite excited about doing this episode because it seems like it's been a really long time since we did one.
Wow, I think it's because you've been mega busy.
Yeah, so episode-wise, I'm booked in for the whole of, the rest of February and March now.
Yeah, you've just been boshing them out, 2-3 a week.
And I've got so many in the pipeline. It's great.
Yeah.
People are coming forward and asking. People are suggesting other people who are going to be great. So yeah, I'm just really excited.
It's going really well.
But I like doing these.
So do I. I do enjoy them.
I get to be a bit cheekier.
Do you?
Sometimes. And yeah, it's just fun. So let's do a quick catch up.
Okay.
What has been happening in the world of the Lumsdons?
What has been happening? Sleep progression. Still very much a thing.
Yeah, I kind of enjoy it.
That's great for you. So Lyra is still very much popping her head in the middle of the night, getting into our bed, cuddling you, oh daddy, and kicking me.
Yeah.
Or pulling my hair. Or anything that's just not nice.
Yeah, but
she's not doing it on purpose.
What's currently happening is what I imagined it to be like being a parent.
Yeah, right. So you see these pictures and videos and things of children sleeping in parents' beds, don't you? And the parents are obviously right on the edge of the bed. And the child has taken up the whole flipping bed. That is literally what happens.
I mean, you got me a good one the other night, didn't you? When you went in with Jackson and came back and I was like, help me.
Okay. So we've got a king-size bed. So it's a big bed.
Yeah.
And Lyra's just taken up the whole thing. You were almost hanging off the bed.
Yeah, practically had a leg off.
It was so funny. But you won't move her.
No.
Whereas I'll just
I'll just
linger around the room.
But yeah, it is tough though. And as it has been so tough, I've had more involvement.
Yeah.
With.
You get to the point where you're like, do you know what? I just cannot get up and deal with her right now. I'm so tired. And so, yeah, you've been getting up, which is
she has got better with me, hasn't she?
In the last couple of weeks, she hasn't been screaming when you've gone into her room because she's not got mummy.
You've hardly gone in.
Yeah.
To be fair, I've either gone in and tried and then brought her in, or we've kind of got to the point now, if we've got something big on, so for example, you had an interview the next day.
Yeah.
We're not mucking around with trying to coax her back to sleep for an hour and a half. We are getting with us and then she goes to sleep fine.
Yeah, no, she does. Yeah, much better. But then last night, she slept all night.
Yeah.
In her own bed.
She did.
It was funny because we woke up, or Lyra woke up, and I straight away looked at the time. And then you woke up and it was still really dark. And you woke up and you're like, what time is it? Savage that she'd woken you up. And I was like, it's 7:05. You're like, wow, it's morning. Normal morning.
Yeah, not Christ, the day has already started at 2:00.
That was funny. So that's still very much happening. Jackson is an absolute tank now.
Yeah, he's just grown.
He's just getting bigger and bigger. I know, but
yeah, it shouldn't be a surprise.
But I don't know, you just look at him now and you think, flippin' heck, how did you get so big?
Yeah.
And he's starting to get wispy bits over his ears where his hair's getting long.
Yeah, he's getting a friar tuck.
Oh.
So it's over the ears but short on top.
But he looks quite blonde.
Yep. Yui, Uncle Ewan, you've got a lot to answer for.
We have two very blonde children. It's mad.
Yeah, it is mad. Really mad. Also, he's got poorly eyes again, hasn't he?
Oh, he has, the poor little lamb. Whenever he gets a cold, it like, I don't know, it like comes out in his eyes almost. Like his eyes get really like gunky and a bit sore and like sticky. So then you're constantly like cleaning them and whatever. But bless him, like he'll wake up in the morning and he can't open one eye, can he?
No,
You're
and
like,
that
oh,
is
flipping heck.
heartbreaking. But he's still smiling,
Oh, I know.
which is creepy then.
He's like winking at you,
Yeah.
smiling.
Yeah, and he's like, how could you? I would be livid. I wouldn't be able to smile.
No, bless him.
But he's just grateful to be awake, isn't he?
He's just loving it. He's just loving life. But he starts nursery in a couple of weeks. Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
2 weeks.
That leads on nicely to you being jobless at the moment.
Yeah, so really, should they be in nursery? I'm at home, not doing anything.
I'm not getting any pay rises. I'm going to say it right off the bat. And we were talking about this the other day. In terms of financial wellness, we are the lowest that we have ever been in a relationship.
Yeah, I know, you're right.
And you were like, the only way is up.
Christ, it can't go anywhere.
No, without us being homeless and jobless.
Yeah. Flipping heck.
Yeah, it's a really, really tough time financially.
It's not just financially, is it? It's just like
It's just
mentally.
It's just worry after worry, isn't it?
Yeah, and emotionally, it is like so worrying. For me, not having a job is just like a massive thing. And I know some people like just enjoy it. I don't want to just enjoy it. I want a job because I like the routine and I like to have a job.
Yeah.
Yes, I have children and I have family life, and that's completely separate from having a job.
Yeah. And then you got the other side of me working, thinking, what can I do?
Yeah.
I can't earn anymore. Obviously, I could take a second job, but then that completely defeats the object of having children.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want you to do that.
Exactly. So
They wouldn't want you to do that.
no. And nobody wants to pay for my OnlyFans.
I can't blame them.
Or do they? I've taken feet pics just in case.
Oh, God.
All those years wearing football boots. And
Oh, why you were cutting your
football
toenails
socks.
the other day.
It was. I was filming. I've actually sold them for a tenner.
You're disgusting. What, you're clipping?
Yeah. Yeah, all we need is one weird rich guy. So if you're out there, send us a message. We'll work something out. Mates rates. But it's just worrying because I'm at work and, I'm tired because of having children. And I'm thinking, what can I do? What can I do more? How can I earn more money without using the very little time that I have with them?
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I don't want you to be thinking about that.
I know, but it's inevitable, isn't it?
It's not your problem. It's my problem. I don't have a job.
But I don't know whether, when people talk about their, monkey brain.
Monkey brain?
Yeah, like when we were cavemen.
Oh, I
that sort-
see, yeah.
And the male species being the provider. Like whether that kicks in when you're under.
Maybe.
But
Yeah, natural instinct.
yeah, I don't know. But it's been really tough, isn't it?
It has been tough. And I mean, I can only apply for so many jobs every day.
Yeah.
It's bonkers.
Yeah, and you've had a few interviews.
I have. I've had 3 interviews in the space of like 24 hours. It was a really mad.
Very odd.
It was a really mad 24 hours. The first one went really well. I thought. I felt quite calm and relaxed. This is actually, there is a story around this, isn't there? So my first interview in 14, 15 years.
Yeah.
And Daz very kindly took a bit of time off work so that he could be home with Jackson, so I could go for the interview. It was at midday. I go to the interview and I'm sat in the car park. I was a bit worked up about it, I think naturally. And I'm reading the confirmation email and I'm like, yep, I'm in the right place, right time, lovely. And then I read it and I knew I needed it. Bring your passport with you. Shit. So then I rang you, didn't I?
Yeah.
I was like, I need my passport. Drove home, got back, I got there so early, still had plenty of time. Fine, calmed myself down again, went into the interview, into the building, and I met the gentleman who was interviewing me. He just so happened to be passing. I said, "Hi, I'm Liz. I'm here for the midday interview. Really nice to meet you, Liz. The interview's tomorrow." Like, oh my God. If the ground could have swallowed me up in that moment. I was like, no, it's today. It's Tuesday. He said, "No, it's Wednesday." Oh my God. So then they were really good. And they said, "Oh, come and sit down and we'll try and move things around so we can accommodate you." And obviously I'm there like dying inside. No, please. Don't let me interrupt your day. This is my mistake. I'll go. I'll come back tomorrow. This went on. And then eventually I did leave with no interview. I got in the car, didn't I? And I rang you and I was like, "You will never believe what I've done."
I couldn't even bring myself to take the piss out of you.
Oh, I was
because
just dying.
I could just totally empathise. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Totally empathised with how you must have been feeling. And as funny as it was, looking, if we were to look back on it now.
Oh yeah, no,
But
I'm laughing
at the
about it now.
time, it was hot. It must have been horrible.
It was awful. I think because I was so worked up about it to start with, then I forgot my passport. Like, it was, just a combination of things. But then, so subsequently what happened is the following day, when it was actually my interview day, I was proper cool about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Really calm, wasn't worried. Thought, well, I've made such a tit of myself already. Like, it doesn't even matter, does it?
No, instant judge of character.
Yeah, so I walked in and I was like, "Oh, it's so nice to see you again. I hope you're well." I'm like, "Oh yes, I'm really sorry about yesterday. Don't know what came over me. I was so eager to come and talk to you. Time management, awesome. I just nearly died." But anyway, yeah, so that was the interview. But generally it went really well.
Yeah.
Really well. Haven't heard back yet.
my-
So that was a midday interview. And then the same day in the evening, I had a second interview.
You did.
Second interview. So again, I was really calm, I
You
thought.
were really blasé about it.
I was really calm about it. So I rock up for this interview. It was at 7:30 in the evening, which for me, I was like, I'm getting ready for bed at this point.
And also, I was under the impression at this point that you were going to get some interview experience with this job.
Yes.
I had no idea that it was a potential job for you.
Yeah, it's funny how it all worked. So I turned up for this interview on Wednesday evening. The interview lasted about 2 hours, but it was really informal. I thought it was really informal. Yes, there was like the typical interview questions, but there wasn't. We just talked a lot. There was a lot of conversation. And yes, it was really relaxed, which helps, obviously, in an interview scenario anyway, but it was really relaxed.
Can you read?
It was a little bit like that.
Do you know what day it is? That would have been a great interview question for you.
You're like, "No, I haven't got a clue. I don't know what time it is. I don't know what's happening." And then I went on a tour of the area, of the building, various different pieces throughout. So that was good, but it lasted 2 hours. Wasn't supposed to, but it did. And as I was leaving, I basically was offered the job unofficially, which made me feel quite good. I thought, check me out.
Yeah, so you came home and you were buzzing, and I was so excited to hear how it went.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah. I was like, did you get a vibe on whether? And you were like, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I've pretty much got a job now.
I can read.
I can read.
And the next day I go to work and I'm like, oh, that was really good. And in my head, that was a really good boost for Liz for her upcoming interviews that she's going to have hoodles of.
Hoodles.
And then you text me saying, can you book Monday, Tuesday off? They've offered me the job and I'm going to do my induction.
Yeah.
Now, at this point, my heart sank because all of a sudden came to the realization that my life could change the week after. Literally 1 week's notice, my entire life would change. The reason it would change is because what did you temporarily agree to, Liz?
I temporarily said yes.
Bearing in mind that you wanted 3 days a week max, about 20, 25 hours.
Yeah. I agreed to a job that would be 4 evenings / overnight.
Evenings/mornings.
So 6 p.m. till 6 a.m.
4. How many hours is
4.
that altogether?
So that's 48 hours.
So almost double what you were,
Yes.
what I thought we were looking for together as a team, as a couple,
Yeah.
as a husband and wife, spouses.
Yes. Yes. That did happen.
So I booked the time off, and all afternoon, like if I could have gone home at that point from work, because I couldn't concentrate on anything else, I was in pure shock. And I came home and we put the children to bed like nothing had happened.
Yeah. It was quite funny.
I was feeling sick. And at some point during the evening, Liz was like, I suppose we better talk about what's going on and sort of proper talk it out before we record an episode, because you don't know how it's going to go.
Might never record another one.
And it took me a while, because I didn't want to poo-poo such a good opportunity and the only thing you've been offered since you've been looking for a job. But in my head, it was 4 nights a week that I'd be putting the children to bed. I'd be doing everything overnight, which is no different to what you do now. I totally understood that. But then the thought of you waking up, trying to spend some quality time with the children, it just wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
You are terrible when you're proper tired. You're angry.
I don't know what you mean.
Well,
Angry.
I think I've said it before. As long as you are fed, you've slept okay, and you've been burped, you are right as rain.
Yeah, it's so true.
But also, it was just so many other things. Like, it's not just that, it's all the occasions that happens throughout the evenings. Selfishly, the podcast, I'd feel, would be at risk.
Take a back burner.
Yeah, of course. Which, again, if it came down to family or the podcast, of course, the podcast is going to carry on. So long, family.
Obviously.
But I just didn't. I ended up just like spewing it all out in one, didn't I? And I got a little bit upset about it. More because I had such a strong opinion on something that you do, whereas usually I really don't.
No, you very much sit on the fence at everything.
Yeah. Yeah, like I've got my own cushion for it.
Yeah. You have an opinion on this side and an opinion on that side, but neither are particularly strong, and you say both, and that's that.
Yeah, I can counteract my own argument in the same sentence.
Whereas this time, you were like adamant, this is not the right decision.
And it took so much to say, I really don't want you to do this.
Yeah, I know, and I know it did. And so that it was only at that point, I mean, I'd been umming and ahhing about it all afternoon. But it was only at that point did I think, actually, this isn't a good decision, because you had such a strong opinion on it.
And you spoke about the finance and how much better off we would be by you doing that. And I literally turned around and said, I'd rather be poor.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I'd rather we tighten our belts through this tough period and get on with it, but still have amazing times with the children and each other. Because not only that, we wouldn't see each other.
No, I mean, that's why it was such a good job.
As Teresa Dolly said, if you don't see much of each other, you're 48 years.
Exactly.
Going strong.
Exactly. No, I'm joking. Yeah, so the strong opinion from you was like a big red flag, but also when you said the time you quit your full-time job to spend more quality time with our children, you'll spend the time with them, but it won't be anywhere near the quality that it should be. And I thought, It's totally right.
That's on camera.
Only once is even right.
No, I'd been thinking about what to say to you. That's all it was. And honestly, I still feel guilty for having such a strong opinion on
Oh,
something.
crumbs.
And I know that comes so easily to people.
Me, especially.
But yeah, but for me, like, that was massive.
Yeah. But I appreciate it. And I would rather that and have the honest conversation than to do it and you resent me or resent the decision I've made or feel neglected because of what I've done.
Every single outcome of you doing that job was negative for me.
Yeah, which is fine.
I mean, even the money, like, literally at no stage did I was thinking, oh, yeah, it could be good.
Yeah.
Of course it could be good, but I'd rather us find someone else.
Yeah, so then the following day I spoke to the company and said, don't think it's for me. Really appreciate it. Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah.
Let me know if there's anything else that crops up, which was a shame, but definitely the right decision. But I then had a third interview.
Yeah.
Which was a phone interview. I was quite looking forward to it. I'd already spoken to a member of the team on the phone a few days previous, so did the whole like, who are you? What's your experience? What hours can you work? Exactly, you know, the general kind of stuff. And then, so then I had a proper phone interview that morning. So arranged for childcare. Bex came and looked after the children. So I was all ready, was prepped. The lady rings me. I'm sat there. Oh, hello, blah, blah, blah. I'm such and such. Great. And she says to me, the first thing I always like to talk about are the hours and the days of work before we go any further. I said, yeah, absolutely, however you want to do it. So she says to me, okay, it's a part-time job. It's Monday to Friday. It's 4:45 p.m. until 9 p.m. And I went, yeah, I can't do that. Is that pardon? I was like, no, I can't do that. I wouldn't be able to start till at least 6:30 in the evening. And I don't want to do Monday to Friday. I'd already told somebody this. I can't do that. So we talked about that for a couple of minutes. And then I said, do you know what? There's no point in having this interview because I can't do the job on the hours that you're saying. You're not willing to change them. There's no point in having an interview. And she said, yep, I completely agree. She said,
Yeah.
but she did say if anything crops up that would be suitable for the hours I need, then she'd give me a call. Yeah, so
it's such a shame, isn't it?
my interview lasted 5 minutes and I told her that there was no point.
I genuinely didn't think it was going to be that hard.
Apparently it is.
I really didn't.
But people are telling me it's because I'm looking for a part-time job. Apparently it's easier to find a full-time job.
Well, that would appear to be the case.
Yeah.
At the moment, because everything on there may be like one part-time job come available from the search criteria that I look at every day for you. And again, most of the time it's not suitable because people are after part-time, but 5 days a week.
For me, part-time is not every day of the week. I don't see part-time as 5 days of the week. Also, there's things like, oh, this is a part-time job. It's Monday to Friday. It's 32 hours.
Yeah. I think it's anything less than 39 is quite fine.
Flipping heck. I just don't get it.
No.
But anyway, that's been my experience. Now, let me tell you. So I then received, this evening actually, received a message on a job searching site. Thanks for sending us your CV. Really appreciate it. Blah, 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 blah. We've received a lot of applicants. For this role, we're particularly focusing on somebody who has a huge range, or not, I think it's a huge, but whatever, a range of experience within customer service. So unfortunately, we won't be continuing with your application.
What was your previous job title, Liz?
So I was the customer service and events manager. So you'd like to think I've had a little bit to do with customer service. Apparently not.
That's fantastic.
Literally my whole career has been in customer service. From the age of 16,
So that's what, 30...
I've had face-to-face and...
34 years?
Oh, But do you not like? Yeah,
Yeah.
but I do not have enough experience in that.
Yeah.
But whatever.
The temptation to go back to them,
I did think that. Like
just to say,
you obviously haven't read my CV at all.
that's so.
Not even the first line. But whatever. I don't hold a grudge.
Yeah.
Maybe stub your toe.
Before we move on, I've just got one more story to tell, which happened this morning.
Okay.
I am horrified as a parent. I'm not sure I'm ever going to recover from the moment that I experienced.
I don't think any of us are going to recover.
So I got out of the shower. Now, every now and again, Lyra likes to pop her head in, say hello, and then she scuttles back again. Put my towel on. But Lyra was being very helpful today. Everything she did, she wanted to help. I want to help. I want to help. I want to help. I'm in my towel. I go into the bedroom, and Lyra's like, I want to help you put your clothes on. Which is fine, because you just think socks.
Well, that's what I said. I was like, yeah, you can help Daddy with his socks.
You know, pretty much socks, maybe t-shirt. Well, no, she picks out a pair of pants. Which again, she didn't know that they were pants at the time.
She thought they were shorts,
She thought they were shorts. And when we told her that they were pants, she continued to shout, Daddy, get your willy out. Even when I told her to stop saying that, she continued.
She's trying to pull your towel off.
Yeah. Daddy, get your willy out. So then I have to take my towel off. So I take my towel off. And then she gives us, honestly, you were just dying with laughter.
Tilted her head and then started sniggering.
Like, this is my baby girl.
It was funny.
Oh, it was hilarious. But I don't think I'll ever quite recover from that.
No, I understand that.
And because the other day I came out of the shower and she literally made eye contact with it and laughed.
Oh, she did. She did. She's got this real habit at the minute of fake laughing, isn't she?
Yeah.
Like uncontrollable fake laughing as well. And that's what she did.
Oh, it's
just so funny.
Brutal. I can handle most things and I don't get embarrassed at all. But that got me. That got me good.
Funny.
So, shall we now move on to the next part of the episode?
Yes.
Thank you, Lewis Wells, for suggesting this.
Yes, thank you.
Well, we'll thank you even more if the episode goes well. But I'd just like to point out, guys, if you've got any suggestions, and just let us know. Worst case, we won't do it. But we're always up for ideas. We can't think of everything. So, yeah, let's do it. What we've done is, Liz has received a load of messages from people. I've received a load of messages, emails, and so on. By no means have we picked the best. We've just picked a few out each. And some of you have literally worded it so perfectly. It's weird. It actually sounds
like a column.
Yeah, like a column.
Yeah.
So we'll go with the first one. Liz?
Are you going first? Or shall I go first?
Do you want to go first?
Oh, okay, I'll go first.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
I really like a girl at work, but I'm not quite sure how to broach the subject. She always seems interested when I talk to her, but apparently she has a boyfriend. What should I do?
First off, find out whether it's serious.
Got with a boyfriend?
Yep.
Okay.
I
mean, what's he talking to her about for her to be interested? How does he get that vibe? She just being polite?
Oh, I really hope it's not one of those people that thinks it's a vibe, but has got it really wrong.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking.
Thinks everyone's got a vibe. That's me.
That is you.
I think everyone fancies me.
Obviously.
I think it's to cover up the fact that I 100% know they don't.
No.
Sir, lady, whoever you may be, I would just keep stum, move on.
I think your advice actually would be to play the long game.
In about
12 years.
12 years, just hang around. Just hang around and wait till they're mentally weak.
Just be her friend and colleague.
Yeah,
actually, what you should do is find yourself somebody else, another little lady friend, and see how she reacts.
Oh,
Because if you think she's getting a bit jealous, then strike
Yeah.
while the iron's hot. I don't condone cheating, though.
No.
So perhaps have a conversation before any of that happens. Get yourself a lady friend and see how she reacts.
Yes. But in all seriousness, you probably shouldn't tell her.
Would you not tell her? But what if she feels the same, but doesn't think, but does, yeah, but what if she then
She's
finishes?
Yeah, she finishes with her boyfriend, swoop in there on your noble steed.
Do you not think you should tell her?
Why? What benefit is it going to have?
Because then she's got all the facts.
She doesn't need all the facts.
But how can she make an informed decision if she doesn't know?
She doesn't.
I mean, how long have they been in a relationship?
At this stage, she has no decision to make.
No, okay. Yeah, keep stum, stay back. Back off.
Find someone else.
Yeah.
Plenty of fish in the sea.
Yeah.
There's a few whales as well.
It's an awful thing to say.
Right, my turn. Yours was quite short. Mine, they've decided to tell me their life story. Oh, I'm going to start strong.
Okay.
This is embarrassing to even write, but I don't know who else to talk to. Yes, I'm the perfect person for that.
Yes, it is fair, definitely.
I'm a 30-something bloke and I have a girlfriend who is amazing. And everything is perfect except in the bedroom.
Ooh, juicy.
The problem? I don't last long.
Oh, Christ, at least he's honest.
Yeah, but no, at all.
At all. Don't last long at all.
I don't last long, full stop. At all.
Jesus. Okay.
It's like the moment things get heated, my body just gives up on me. I can tell she's trying to be understanding, but I see the disappointment even when she says it's fine. I've tried everything. Thinking about something boring, slowing things down, and even those special condoms that are supposed to help. Nothing works.
Oh, crikey.
How do I fix this before it ruins what we have? Doesn't that sound like something from a column?
You need pills.
No. Well,
A little blue pill.
no, that's erections.
Oh, is that not help? Well, that might help.
Yeah. I mean, I've never taken a blue pill. What can I say?
What would you do if that was you? Is it you?
It could be me. Sounds like me.
You don't tell it. I'll think of that. Right at the beginning.
Me going, yeah, it's so well written. Buddy.
I feel for you, missus.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to help.
I'm giving you honest feedback.
Right, okay. This is going to be quite rude now. This is going to be quite a rude one. You could possibly, if you think it's on the cards.
What, a bit hanky-panky?
Yeah. Knock out the first one, I don't know, in the sink or something.
Oh. In a dirty sock somewhere.
Just knock out the first one and then be like, right, 10 minutes later, it's on.
Do you not think he would have tried that? Is that not like a standard bloke thing? Don't know.
I don't know. I've never tried it. I would definitely see a doctor or a therapist or something.
Yeah, maybe a therapist.
Yeah, because it could
Calm
be
his nerves.
it could be psychological, it could be physical.
Yeah. I wonder how long they've been together. See, this is the problem with this agony aunt stuff. I'm
You have
vested.
too many questions, don't you?
Yeah.
Probably a short time.
Oh dear.
Oh, I feel really bad laughing.
No,
But
you
I don't
shouldn't.
know who it is because this was like an
Anonymous.
email. Yeah. I would try and get to the root of what's causing that, whether it is physical or mental. And then they may offer some sort of medication which can help that.
But also, do you think he's spoken to his girlfriend about this? Maybe just speaking to her about it might help.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe just talk it out. See how it goes. If you've been together long enough.
Well,
Sorry.
she obviously knows what you like.
Well, yeah. Just carry on. Make sure you go to town on her in foreplay.
Yeah.
Because your bit probably isn't the best bit anyway.
Okay, my turn.
Okay.
This is a slightly longer one than my first one.
Oh, that's a joke on the last guy.
My friends and family think I'm cheating on my boyfriend because I'm friends with a guy. Me, 24 female, and my friend, 32 male, have worked together for a few years now. We've grown close and talk to each other about everything. We go for walks at lunchtime and message throughout the day. There's nothing in it from my side, Maybe he is a little flirty, but he knows I have a boyfriend. Family and friends keep quizzing me, asking me what's going on. Apparently, everyone is talking about it.
Wait a minute. Could this be the girl from the first?
Let me finish.
Sorry.
That's what she said to me. What's going on? Because apparently everyone is talking about it. And they wouldn't want to see my boyfriend get hurt. No matter how often I tell them nothing's happening, they just don't believe me and carry on asking. How do I convince them that we're just friends and I wouldn't cheat on my boyfriend? Well, firstly, rein it in a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you can be friends with whoever you want to be friends with. But if you're saying that you think he's being a bit flirty, I'm thinking that you're probably encouraging...
Reciprocating
Yeah.
in some sort of way. But also, if this lad is getting in the way of your relationship, not his fault whatsoever, but you're letting that happen, surely reining it in a bit, or just having a
bit of distance,
bit of a boundary there, because it's like, F the family, don't worry about that, they're going to speculate anyway and come up with their own conclusions.
Yeah.
But for your partner, if it's really affecting him, or if he's being over dramatic, then...
Well, she hasn't mentioned that her boyfriend knows. She just said that my friends and family think I'm cheating on my boyfriend.
Well, surely he's got
must
to be
have an
thinking
inkling.
something. Yeah.
To think, has something happened in the past?
See, you're asking too many questions.
I know,
we
sorry.
can only go off.
Sorry. The information we have
Yeah.
been provided.
So I would speak to your boyfriend about it. Have it out. See how it goes. And because you never know. If it is the first guy, he's going to be around for a long time if you don't nip it in the bud now.
I think you need to speak to your friend and tell him that, especially if you don't feel comfortable about him being flirty because you have a boyfriend, you need to speak to him and tell him. Also, you don't need to go on walks with him all the time. You don't need to message him all day. You are choosing to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, and if it's just to be nice, then just stop.
Just stop.
Or just, what they call it, like, wean him off you.
Wean him off, yeah. There you go. Your turn.
I am absolutely loving this.
You love a little insight into people's lives,
I
don't
really
you?
do, yeah. Right. This one's really funny.
Funny?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think my cat is trying to ruin my marriage. I know that sounds weird. I really do. But ever since my wife and I moved in together, our cat has been waging psychological warfare against me. Honestly, this is so well written. At first, it was small things, knocking over my water glass, stealing my spot on the couch, ignoring me unless I had food. Standard cat behavior, right? But then it escalated. He started sleeping exclusively on my wife's pillow, staring at me while I was trying to cuddle her like some furry little chaperone. Who says chaperone? No wonder you think a cat's getting in the way of your marriage. He meows at precisely 4:12 a.m. every morning, just loudly enough to wake me up, but not my wife. And the worst part, she finds it adorable. I swear he is manipulating her. If I forget to feed him on time, she gets annoyed at me, not him. Why could you get annoyed at a cat? Anyway, she says I'm being dramatic if I suggest him not to be in the bedroom. Last week, I walked into the kitchen to find her holding him in her arms, whispering, "Don't worry, baby. I love you more."
Oh, no.
That's weird, isn't it?
That's weird.
I love my wife and I love my cat. I think. But I'm losing ground in my own home, and I fear that the day will come when I wake up to find my bags packed and him sitting smugly on the suitcase. How do I reclaim my place in this relationship before I'm demoted to guy who happens to live here?
Oh, my God.
Oh my God, there's so much to break down.
Kick the cat out.
Just lose the cat.
Get rid of the cat.
Somehow lose the cat.
Cats live outdoors, don't they? They like being outdoors.
Or pay a neighbour to start feeding your cat.
Start feeding the cat.
Yeah,
a little bit sneaky.
I would also probably start asking questions of your wife. I'm really sorry, but if she's that into cats, but I don't think your cat
Is the problem?
is... No, I think the cat's the problem.
Oh.
Having a cat is the problem, because
Oh, yeah.
I'm a dog person.
Get a dog.
And cats always look at you
They know.
like, it's like we're looking into your soul.
I'd kick the cat out. Tell your wife it's me or the cat.
What? Yeah, it could be win-win. Either she chooses you and the cat goes, or she chooses the cat and you've... I mean, if she's choosing the cat over you...
Then we got issues.
Yeah, exactly. So...
Or set up the spare room and say to your wife, whilst the stinky cat is on your pillow, I suggest you sleep in the spare room. Cats, I reckon, they're like that. They're judging you.
No,
They follow you around a room.
The cat isn't trying to get in the way of you and your wife. The cat is simply a selfish bugger who wants all the attention and will do anything it can. I mean, we all know people like that. I'm probably that person.
Needy Daryl.
So yeah, just remember, the cat is not actually trying to get in the way of you and your wife.
It is being allowed to do that.
Yes.
And who's allowing it to do that?
Right, your turn.
Okay, it's my last one that I've chosen. I quite like this one. How do I know when it's the right time to fart in front of my new boyfriend?
Never. Never. Because once you open that can of worms, it can never be closed. It's like a tin. So listen up, hun. You suffer that bellyache. You wait till you get home, or you go to the downstairs toilet when you're upstairs. That's how I feel about it. I am on the other end. I still remember that first time where you made me thought my bum was leaking.
I don't know what you mean.
So we were in my bedroom and I smelt something. I'm like, what is that? Something has died in here. Is that you? And you were like, absolutely not. I would never do anything like that.
Ever.
So then I'm questioning whether my bum's leaking. And then you confess. So there's an ongoing thing here about Liz spraying her disgusting arse.
I don't know what you mean.
And me having a nose full of it.
I think she needs to just get it out of the way now. Let it rip. Then he knows what he's getting himself in for.
Expect him to retaliate, though.
Well, this is the thing. I'd be concerned if he didn't retaliate. If he just took it all in and loved it, well, weird.
I don't know whether it's just a bloke thing, but it's like we've always got one in the chamber.
Yeah, you say that to me all the time. You're like, we can play fart tennis. No, because I can't just fart on cue.
No, but I can't. I genuinely can't.
I don't believe that for 1 second.
If you asked me to fart now, I genuinely could.
I'll tell you what, the first time I actually farted in front of you, it wasn't in your bedroom. I remember it clear as day, actually. We were in a car park. We were in two separate cars. You were in yours and I was in mine. And I can't remember who we had in the cars, but we had people with us.
It was just me and you had Beck.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Wasn't it in the church car park?
Yeah, it was.
Slimming World.
I don't know. I can't remember. But we had we were parked next to each other and we both had our windows wound down. And I parked.
Loud enough for me to
didn't think you would hear it. And you were like, did you just fart? I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. It was so disgusting. Why would I fart? I don't fart. Well, that was actually the first time I parked in front of you.
But now...
Well, now it's my fault. You married me.
The tin is opened.
Yeah. But back to it, I think she just needs to let it rip.
No.
And either run a mile or he won't give a hoot about it.
Oh, I disagree. I think hold it in for as long as you possibly can. And if that means you go through some pain, he's worth it.
But you can't be your true self.
Can't be.
If you're holding it in, it's not your true self.
You shouldn't be such a dirty cow then. Oh, this one I think...
It's another long one.
Yeah, it's quite a long one. This one's quite relatable, actually.
Go on then.
Not to me, but I feel like a lot of people.
Okay.
I think I accidentally became my neighbour's emotional support human. It started innocently enough. I moved into my new flat a few months ago. My elderly neighbour introduced himself with a plate of biscuits and a life story I never asked for. This one's got so much...
It's classic.
It's got so much sass in it. He's a sweet old man, but the thing is, he never stops talking. At first I indulged him. A quick chat in the hallway, a polite nod, but then he started waiting for me.
That sounds a bit creepy.
Yeah, like standing at his door, listening for the sound of mine opening. Right, now it's getting a bit weird. If I so much as sneeze, I get a knock 5 seconds later. Just checking in.
Oh, he's lonely.
Oh, wait. It says just checking in, son. So if this is a guy writing it in,
Okay.
less creepy now.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, actually, yeah.
I tried setting boundaries, taking fake phone calls, leaving with my headphones in, but he's immune.
He's so mean.
Last week, he invited himself into my flat to see how I decorated.
What?
This is getting me. 2 nights ago, he turned up with a casserole because he had a feeling I hadn't eaten. I had eaten, and he was wrong, but I still ate the casserole. Now, that is typical bloke. I don't know how to escape. He's not a bad guy. I don't want to hurt his feelings, but I also don't want to spend every evening hearing about his hip replacement. How do I untangle myself from this unsolicited friendship without sounding like a monster? Oh my goodness. So this one's good. I like that. I like how it's written. It's not me. I don't live in a flat.
It's not me. I don't live in a flat.
So if it were me,
If it were you, you wouldn't be trying to get rid of it, the
I
old
would
man.
buckle up, kid,
Yeah.
because until that old elderly gentleman passes, you're in for the long haul, or move.
Right, so that was my first thought. Is it too late to move? I mean, you said you've decorated. Well, there you go. Perfect for selling.
Yeah, maybe in rental. How long's your lease?
The other option is get yourself a partner.
Get yourself a wicked witch of the West.
Yeah, and then you can blame it on your partner going, oh, God, you know what it's like. You know
I
what
do
these,
that all the time.
You know what these people are like. What?
I do that all the time.
Well, blame everything on me.
Yeah.
You actually do. Your nan says everything's my fault.
Yeah, that's a good shout, actually. Yeah, getting missus is a bit of a battle axe.
Or perhaps isn't, and you just make out that she is.
Potatoes, potatoes.
Or you could just grow a pair and say, look, mister, I really enjoy talking to you, but can we just limit it to Wednesdays only, please?
Oh, but can you imagine how sad that...
Oh, you have to find him a fancy lady.
Or try and rekindle his relationship with his child.
Or that, yeah.
Whatever's easiest.
Got any granny friends that maybe might be a bit interested in a bit of mister?
Yeah, but this guy, his missus may be inside.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
In which case, I don't know, buy him some blue pills.
Ew.
No, I would just suck it up or move.
I would tell him, thank you, it's been lovely chatting with you, but actually, I need some space.
Wow.
Or you could say, I've got measles. Please don't come near me for the next 6 months in case you catch it, because I'd hate for you to get poorly. Because I care so much for you.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. I really, really appreciate it. We really, really, really appreciate it.
You do.
I hope you enjoyed it. Please give us some feedback. Either way, we'd like to know. So, for now, cheers.